I'm pretty sure we already have an episode titled Gypsy King.
Oh yes.
So I think we're gonna have to call it something like Dillian.
Fastest uppercut in the West.
Yeah.
Goodness, that was beautiful.
It was cool.
I don't think that thing connected as hard as it did. It was so quick.
Yeah.
You just
And
think,
like he pushed
gone.
him afterwards as well.
Gangster.
So I was like, was it the push? And Dillian White was just like, no, fuck this. I'm going home.
You know what? This is my way out of here.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this anymore.
I'm gonna call it a night.
I got my $10 million.
Yeah.
Cheers. I'm
Cheers.
out. I'm
Yeah.
out. He made Tyson Fury made $30 million for that fight
That's insane. But did you see there were 94,000 people there?
in attendance.
That's
Oh my goodness.
insane. That's the one report. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, no,
I'm pretty sure
I think
that's
I heard something like
94,000 people.
that. Imagine 94,000 people watching you, like the voices of people shouting
That's
while you're in the
Yeah.
while you're in a cage.
And then he started singing afterwards again, and
Oh.
everyone is singing with him.
I must
What a
say,
vibe.
I think usually boxing is way too much like they just faff around way too much at the start of, but the
Yes.
walkout was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
The
Yeah.
it
just
just the
takes
walkout,
long.
the energy.
Yeah.
The energy in that arena when Tyson walked out was something to behold.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like classic Conor McGregor walkouts. Like
Yes.
which one was it? Was it against Cowboy? No. There was
Where
one where
the-
the women sang live.
The Foggy Dew song.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
I think
which
that
was
was in
live.
Boston against
Oh,
Dean
yes, yes, yes,
Silver, something like that.
I'm not sure against
Yeah.
who it was, but that was
And then the smoke coming off the cage with the green lights. It's quite iconic. I think like when Mike Tyson, the old footage of where he walks out with all those security
that's just
guards.
intimidating.
It's so scary. Him in his black
Didn't-
trunks.
Didn't he walk out sometimes without like any music? He just walked out.
Sometimes he, yeah.
That's
Rocky
so
Marciano also did that a few times. I don't think they had music in those stages of life.
But that's scary.
That's a
I
few
mean,
hundred
like,
years ago.
Imagine you're in the ring and you just see Mike Tyson just walking at
That's
you and you're like,
scary.
holy shit, I'm about to fight Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
You're
I
Scary
reshared that
stuff.
video on my Instagram of where he is talking about no one can beat him. Where he's like, I'm Jack Dempsey. I'm like Jack Dempsey. I'm one of the greats. I'll eat your kids.
I
Stuff
haven't
like
seen
that. Haven't you seen
no,
that?
you didn't send it to me.
It is iconic. Every single time I watch it, then I'm like, okay, he's still the greatest heavyweight of all
Yeah.
time. So, after his whole
Did you see
allegations,
beat that guy on the plane?
yes, I did, and that guy deserved it. He was an asshole.
If you're gonna,
Yeah,
if you're gonna like, just talk shit, get hit. If you're gonna
Yeah.
talk shit to someone, better make sure it's not Mike Tyson.
yes.
So there's a
Yeah.
million better people to talk
Yeah.
shit to. I mean, literally
also,
anyone else.
How many times? Like, I don't think there's a lot of people that can say they've had the chance to meet him. Why go and fuck it up like that?
Why would you
That's
go and
so
make
stupid.
yourself like make a fool of yourself
Yeah,
for everyone to see? It's just like,
Yeah.
oh, this idiot.
and now he wants to sue him as well.
But
So
does he want to sue Mike Tyson?
yes,
I also
So
saw the
for
guy
assault.
is like a convicted felon or
felon,
thief
yeah,
or something.
yeah. I think for fraud or
Fraud.
something. So what
not a
douche.
good look.
Yeah.
Not a good
Yeah,
look.
you look like an
Goodness.
asshole, and everyone that actually is gonna notice you from that incident is probably gonna dislike you. So
Yeah, no, definitely.
it's so stupid.
Well, not even dislike, you just like, bro. So I don't feel enough for you to
Yeah.
even dislike.
Because
him.
that
It's
could have
just-
gone really in the opposite. He could have. Mike looks like a guy now that is very understandable. He'll be like, okay, let's take a photo.
He really had
Smile.
to. He really had to like.
I think he had to push his
Oh
buttons
yes.
a few
Oh,
times. Yeah,
Talking about people about fraud.
yeah.
Conor McGregor just posted on his Instagram something about like security cam footage of like some guy in a hoodie just walking out. I think it's probably at the Black Forge.
Yeah.
It's like $50,000 to anyone who can identify this man.
Oh snap!
Didn't
Okay.
say what happened.
Yeah.
Nothing. Just
Just
50,000 to whoever identifies this guy. Probably
Do you-
stole money or something. That's
okay. This is great. Do you think in like 20 years' time there's gonna be a Netflix documentary of like, ding ding ding? It's gonna get like super intense, and then it's gonna be like, Connor in the beginning, they stole all our money. they walked away with it, and then it cuts to like an Irish mob boss where it's saying like, we didn't do anything, and
You really thought about this.
it cuts again to that footage where that guy walks out.
Scrawny guy. That's weird. Like, if you're gonna steal from Conor McGregor, you
Yeah.
better be like equipped for it.
Yes, of
It's just
course.
like some scrawny dude in a hoodie. I'm like, dude's about to be on the
Maybe it
receiving end
owes
of
him
the worst,
something.
on
I
the
don't-
worst ground of pound of all time.
Yeah.
Goodness, who's calling me? Just leave me alone now. Shoo. All right, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's quite weird. We have talked about it before that there might be some
Mob ties.
mob ties to the Black Forge,
Mm.
and now that doesn't that doesn't help the case at all. So
No. Do you
yeah.
think it's mob ties, or you think just someone stole from him and he
maybe they
caught
stole
the
like
guy
a
on
bunch
it?
of glasses or something. I'm not sure.
I can think of better places to steal glasses from.
But you want a Black Forge in glass.
I do want a Black Force in glass, but I mean, you can just ask my advice there. Like,
Yes.
I'll pay a few euros for a
Yes.
Black Forge glass. It's
Must-
probably not that, but
Yeah. it's not that.
it's not that.
Yo, $50,000 for a bunch of glasses. That's a big reward.
Which tells me $50,000 reward means his loss.
Yeah.
Like, he values $50,000 less
Yes.
than he just wants to find this
That's
guy.
crazy.
So it has to be something
That's crazy.
big.
Well, I'm calling it now. In a few years, there's going to be a Netflix documentary or HBO, or I'm not discriminating, any documentary, and it's going to start with Connor just pissed at the camera, not saying anything. Maybe someone asking him, so what happened? And then he's just going to be like,
They stole from me, or whatever.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
You see your accents also.
I have very Cockney accents. Maybe we should get a coach. I have someone, Francois, shout out to Francois. He does a Conor McGregor accent like exactly the same. Exactly. I think we should actually get him on the podcast, and then we should actually prank call someone
Oh,
with that accent. And then
Okay.
just tune someone
Okay.
from the get-go. Like if they answer, we go, where's my money? Come to Ireland, whatever.
or they'll just think, who's this random Irish man calling?
yeah.
What are you gonna open with? Hey, this is Conor McGregor for reals now.
For reals.
For reals.
Finger crossed.
We also had the world's least interesting UFC card.
Yes.
Cool. I saw a highlight on Instagram. I didn't watch the fight.
Yes.
Jessica Andrade, like what was it? A standing
arm triangle.
arm triangle.
Yes.
That's buyer interesting.
Yes, yeah, I've seen that before, and I've seen that in the EFC. I think actually JP Bass
Oh, really?
finished one of his fights like that. It's the first time that I've seen it in the UFC, and I saw a cool stat where they said Andrade is now one of the only women that has knockouts in 3 weight divisions,
Oh wow.
or 3 finishes in 3 weight
Yes,
divisions.
yes, yes.
So
That's
that's quite
cool.
that's cool. I don't see her beating
Shevchenko.
Joanna Jędrzejczyk, Weili Zhang, Shevchenko, Rose Namajunas.
Shevchenko is such a
I don't-
badass.
I don't
When is
see
she
her.
fighting again? I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, she's quite.
She's not very active, huh?
Yeah, well, for good reason.
Well,
I don't
there's
think.
no one who can really challenge her.
I don't think anyone wants to fight her. So
I think Shevchenko has a great opportunity to go one up in weight
Yes.
and maybe become double champ. I
That
want to
would-
see that against Juliana Pena.
That-
Juliana's big though. She's a big woman.
she is big. Yeah, but she's not very good.
Her striking isn't on
Yeah.
Valentina.
Yeah, she's not very technical. So I think Valentina striking and on the ground, I think she can take
She
that
can beat
fight.
it.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
I want to see the bullet in action again.
I heard something. I'm not sure if it's true, but that Leon Edwards has been offered his win money to
I've
step
seen.
aside.
Okay, so what happened there is Chael Sonnen actually said on one of his YouTube videos that happened.
Oh,
So
okay.
he said that basically the UFC offered Leon Edwards he not only his show purse but his win purse to step aside so that they can make Conor and
Usman.
Kamaru, yes. And then Leon tweeted, he reshared the link or whatever, the little advertisement for that video from Chael Sonnen, and then he just said, what are you on about?
Tell what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, he's like, you're a fucking idiot.
Jeez, what are you doing?
yeah. So They should make that fight happen sooner than
Well,
later.
the thing is, Leon Edwards, why would Dana even offer him his fight? Like, he's not...
Yes.
Just the
He can
UFC controls it. He can just be like, oh, sorry, Leon.
Yeah.
Bad luck, buddy.
Yeah. That would be... I think he by far has the worst luck when it comes to getting fights. I don't think there's any other athletes in the UFC that struggles as much as him.
Yeah.
Maybe Valentina and then Leon Edwards.
Leon
I think they have the worst luck.
It's a weird one because, I mean, Leon was dominating Nate, but, I mean, Nate hit him once and, like, he's not invincible.
Yeah.
He's not someone that I can... It's not like I can't... Against Colby, I think, beats him. I think Khamzat gives him a good go, maybe beats him even.
Yeah.
Gilbert Burns, Leon Edwards would be a banger. Like, there's not really a reason to avoid him.
Yes.
Like, why can't he get a fight?
Yeah. It is quite weird. I don't know if it's... You see, like, all the English guys also fight on very selective cards. Have you noticed, like, Tom Aspinall, Meatball Morley, Paddy Pimlet, they don't fight... They fight quite often, but it's almost as if they are very selective of where they fight. And I don't know if it's because of maybe tax or traveling or whatever the case may be. But it's almost like if there's a UFC London card, everyone
fights.
They
That's
pitch
true.
up.
I mean, how many English fighters can you name that fought after the last UFC London or UFC Liverpool?
Yeah. And I can think there's only that much English fighters, but still, even then, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. So it is quite a interesting
It's a weird
one.
thing, yeah.
Yeah. But I do think Leon Edwards, he deserves the
No,
shot.
just give him the shot, get it over with. I don't have much hope for him, but he deserves his
He
fight.
deserves it, yeah.
Just give him... Get his payday, get his fight, just get it out of the way.
Yeah.
And then
if there's one person I want, Kamaru needs to take that fight seriously. Although I think he'll win that fight, but I would want to see a change in champions.
Same.
Yeah. And then also you have the fun of having Khamzat now almost
being a top contender.
Yeah, he is. He has to be. He needs to be. He beat the number 2 ranked guy in the world. He needs to be ranked number 2. And then you have Leon. I don't know where he's ranked. You have Colby.
It's a pretty simple. It's a pretty simple division, honestly. Leon with the next fight, maybe Khamzat and Colby for number 1 contender spot.
Yeah.
Because who really is there in that welterweight division apart from those 3 guys?
Yeah.
Burns, he just came off a loss. He needs a proper win.
That's the thing.
I would say 2 more wins for him to get back in that picture.
So Burns actually on Twitter again, Dustin Poirier said he needs a fight, and then Burns commented 170 question mark. So that's a fun fight.
Cool fight.
Bad fight for Poirier.
Yeah,
I think
not
Burns
amazing.
is just too physical. I think he's a very big guy. I've seen Poirier; he's actually quite small. Dricus has a photo with him.
Yeah,
and compared to Dricus, he's a small.
Yeah, I mean,
smaller
let's think Dricus dropped down to welterweight before.
Yeah.
And you get obviously a lot slimmer, a lot smaller.
Yeah.
But even at welterweight, he would be much bigger than Poirier at welterweight.
Much bigger.
So Poirier against someone like Khamzat, who is massive.
Yeah, no, that would not work as well. So you can rebook that fight, which was a barn burner, Khamzat and Burns. You can have them fight again in a 5-round fight, or you can give Burns maybe an up and comer, or maybe the loser of whoever is the number 1 contender. So you can have Khamzat and Covington, Leon and Kamara, and then Burns fights the loser of whoever.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
And then I want the NMF and the BMF, Wonder Boy Game Breed.
Do you want to see that
I want to
fight?
see that fight again.
That's a cool fight.
Wonder Boy lit him up previously.
Yes.
Like, it was brutal. But I want to see him back in the win.
Yes.
I love Wonder Boy, and he's getting a bit more advanced in age. Like he's getting older. Give him a big fight. Give him Masvidal. Like let him, and then afterwards just be like, okay, listen, I'm hanging up the karate gloves. Oh.
Yeah, I'm done now.
I'm done now.
Yeah. Ush Sensei.
Honestly, one of the best fighters, I think, to ever not win a title.
Okay, that's interesting. Wonder Boy. Yeah, I can think of a bunch of guys, but Wonder Boy is definitely up there. He is a very point style fighter, and I think that's why he struggled higher into the ranks, because if you don't, guys are so tough in the top 10, top 5. If you don't get finished, the chances are you're losing the fight. So and that's also the interesting thing of, if Kamzat fights, let's say Covington, I don't see him finishing Covington. There's no way. And if he's not finishing him, I don't see him winning on points either. So it's
those the top 3. I want to say the top 2 of every division are basically like, they're on a next level.
Yes.
On a next level.
Yeah.
Level 5, the top 5 is still it's
insane. Yeah.
And then from 5 to 15, I feel like everyone can almost beat everyone.
Yes. Yeah.
But
any given day, it's chance.
Yeah. But if you're fighting the number 1 or 2 guy, you better believe you're going to be a big underdog.
Yes. Yeah, you are. You're coming up. You're going to be.
Who would you say are the top 2 at lightweight? Like, where you're like, okay, listen. So obviously Oliveira, he's fought who's who. He's fought everyone, and he's beat pretty much everyone. Who would you say is the other boogeyman there?
That's a good question. I don't think it's Gaethje, to be honest.
Gaethje is very beatable.
I think Khabib exposed Gaethje's grappling. And I think Oliveira is going to show that again in this fight coming up. And Oliveira, I think, is leaps and bounds above the rest of that division now active.
And he can take a shot.
It's very hard. Yeah, Tony Ferguson is out. I think he just has too much brain damage. And
he didn't come in with like the most wrinkled brain.
Yeah. Depending on what happens, if he has an impressive performance against Michael Chandler, I would firstly be super surprised, but then I would be very excited for what happens after that, because we must not forget, before that, Ferguson was unbeaten for 10 years.
Ferguson is really, really
12
good.
12 fights or something like that.
If Chandler Ferguson was 5 rounds, I would have felt a lot. I would felt, okay, listen, Michael, you've got a hill to climb here. This is going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
Because it's 3 rounds, I think we're going to see this exact same Michael Chandler that we saw against Gaethje, just getting in and doing damage. Yeah.
And unfortunately for Ferguson, it doesn't look like he can take any more of that. So it's going to be cool to watch. I'm super excited for that fight. He's
about 3 right hands away from irreversible CT.
Yeah. But now you also have up-and-comers like that Brendan Allen. He is very good. Yeah, he knocked out Hangman. Yeah, Dan Hooker. So you have guys... Oh, but that's featherweight, so apologies. Yeah, sorry. But so really in lightweight, I can't see anyone else that's...
Do you?
Ilya Topuria.
Yeah.
He's quite low ranked though. I think he's ranked like...
Book him against Paddy. I'm
going
to say this every single episode.
Yes.
Topuria versus Paddy Pimblett.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Even I was listening to Rogan the other day. I'm not sure who he was talking to.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, Paddy picks his fights really well.
Yes.
He was like, oh yeah, no. And then he started to get worried for him, and he was like, but he's probably fighting Ilya Topuria next, and I don't know.
Oh really? Yeah. Did he say?
And he was like, that's a big jump in competition.
Yeah.
Okay. He also said a bunch of bullshit, like, oh yeah, Paddy is so good.
You're not on the hype train at all, right?
No, not at all.
Our next fight card, we have Rob Font and Marlon Vera, which is a great fight. That should be quite a... That's not a number 1 contender fight, but it's definitely to come into the top 5, I reckon.
Are they bantamweights, right?
Yes, bantamweights. Rob Font, he had a very impressive performance against Cody Garbrandt. Yes, and then obviously Marlon Vera did very well against Sugar Sean. That's a cool fight.
Marlon Vera did well against Sugar Sean because that leg kick was beautiful.
Yes. No, he absolutely tore that. He did that low kick very well.
To be honest, I think Cheeto versus Sugar Sean goes another way if they fight again.
Do you think so?
I think Sean O'Malley beats him the second time.
Yeah, but remember after that he also beat Frankie Edgar. So
that's true. Frankie is also getting older.
He's on his way out.
But this is a proper test for Marlon. If he can get past Rob Font, I would be very, very, very impressed. Who else we got?
And Andrei Arlovsky is also fighting Jake Collier.
How old is he now? Goodness.
He's 43 years old. He's been in the UFC since 2008, I think. I saw a post on UFC's page.
He's a heavyweight. Right?
He's a heavyweight.
Okay, heavyweights can get it a little bit older, but I mean, 43 is pushing it.
Yeah,
man.
that's insane. That is really
how
crazy.
How old is Glover's a light heavyweight, but how old is he? He's like 42.
I think he's also 42. Let me check.
Good for Glover though.
Well done, well done, Glover. 42 years old.
I still can't get over the fact that Jose Aldo is younger than TJ Dillashaw.
Yeah,
like that blows my mind every single day.
It makes you think because obviously you would actually gauge someone's age on their experience in their careers, and I think like Aldo has the experience of a 50-year-old. He has so many fights. It's not.
I actually looked at Aldo. I was like, okay, he's probably. I thought he was like 38, 39.
Yeah.
He's like what, 34?
34.
Yeah.
So this fight card is there's a few that okay. Andre Fili is also fighting.
I like him.
He's very good.
He had that unfortunate fight last time. I think there was a eye poke or something.
Yes.
Involved.
Yeah.
But he was looking so good.
Yeah, and we have really, that Gerald Meerschart. Yeah, Meerschart. Yeah. I think
from Khamzat Chimaev fame.
Yes. The guy, did you see his tweets where he said every single time that replay of him getting into the shadow realm?
Yeah, just take a shot every time he gets sent to the shadow realm.
You'll get basted. And it was true. When we watched that fight night, it played quite a lot.
The fight, so we've got another, it's a better card than the past weekend.
Yes.
But it's after that 7th of May. I'm looking forward to.
That's gonna be an awesome fight card. Yeah, we'll chat about that closer.
More in depth, close to the time.
Closer to the time.
Some teammates. We've got a teammate fighting on, or you've got a teammate fighting on that. I've got a coach, Steph, fighting in the EFC.
Yes, that's next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we must actually chat a little bit about. That's a fight night event as well. So we'll chat about. Oh, but you're not.
I'm not
here. Let's chat about it right now.
Let's chat about that.
EFC Fight Night 2, I think.
Who's Steph fighting?
He's actually fighting my previous opponent. That's Zwayne Gemma.
Whoa, Gemma.
Yes.
Yeah, not feeling good for Zwayne, but I'm biased.
Yeah, of course. But
he's a very, very tough guy.
Yeah.
You said you hit him.
I hit him
and you really hit him.
I went into the corner after the first round.
Yeah.
And I told my coach he should be knocked out by now.
Wow, how is this guy still standing?
He should be I should be celebrating by this time. And he was very tough. He is a previous Kyokushin fighter as well. Oh, so I don't know if you're familiar.
Yes.
Clip art.
Hard
yeah,
guy.
No, they're hard. They used to taking a lot of damage. We have a few undercard fights. Yeah, whatever.
Steph's the most interesting fight on that fight.
He is, but also a fight I'm really looking forward to watching is Wende. What's his name? Also a bantamweight fight, but let me just
your
check.
division.
Yeah.
Well,
this is a great fight.
By the time he's up there, hopefully you're out of there.
Yeah. No, but he is really good. So it's Barros. I don't know what's his name, but he's from Angola.
Oh wow, and hard guys as well.
Yeah, he is he's a good grappler. And then Nwende, I don't know what his name is. He's from UMF, from Temba's gym. Nicholas.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
And he's on a 2-fight win streak.
Oh wow.
And he fought at Takomandu. He beat him.
Oh yes. No.
So that's going to be a great fight. I think that is the last fight on the prelims.
Would you like? Let's go hypothetical here.
Yeah.
Let's say, okay, so you've got your title fight coming on. Let's say, okay, your EFC bantamweight champion. Would you like to have a defense or two, or do you want to move up to a higher?
No, that's definitely
the defense first.
Yeah, that's definitely the plan, as far as I know. The last time, sometimes the stuff move around quite a lot because we'll speak to coaches, opportunities arise and stuff like that. But for now, the plan is to defend the title. Yeah, okay. So that's why I'm quite interested in who's in the bantamweights.
I was just checking. Like, why are you so interested? Don't you want to like?
I think that's a very good fight, and Nicholas can really, either after that win or after another one, he could. I think he could like Barros. Barros is not really his 1-0.
Okay. Yeah, that's so very, very fresh.
Yeah, and that's also the thing. Like Takumandu on my Instagram talked shit about who did I fight.
Oh, is that the guy?
Yeah. Oh. So he beat him. And
sorry, I don't know.
It's interesting that he said that, because when he got beat, he was 1-0, and now he's 2-1. So it's very interesting to see a guy that's not even close to the top 10 talking shit about someone fighting for a title. But I guess that's just me. Yeah. And I think he's just sour about what happened with his fight against Nicholas.
There's no beef there. Let's be honest.
Yeah, there's no beef there, because he should be rather focusing on not getting knocked out in his Cage Warriors debut. So that's all.
There's no beef there. I mean, you can't make beef with someone. It's like if it's like an amateur chatting shit.
Yeah, it's exactly. And funny enough, on that thread where we were going back and forth,
I also talk some shit.
An amateur came into the chat and he said what he thought. Then I'm like, okay, well, I guess we're just sharing ideas now. Yeah. This is basically a business meeting.
This is the internet. All opinions carry the same weight.
So Steph and Gemma, I think it's going to be a great fight.
Excited for that one. Oh, is that a main card fight?
No, it's on the prelims. Yeah. They always make the same mistake, but it's fine.
Sorry, EFC, but you have a very, very strange way of setting up cards and fights. It's very strange.
Another fight I'm really looking forward to is Gift Walker, which I fought before.
Yes.
He's fighting Dann Moodley. Now, I don't know if you know him.
I don't
He's
know
Moodley, a flyweight. No. So he has previously fought in Brave as well.
Okay.
But he was at our gym now a few weeks ago for like 5, maybe 6 training sessions. Really good. He has good stand-up. He's very dynamic and he's quick. He's fit. He's very fit. I don't know how, because most of the time we did stand-up, so I'm not sure how his wrestling and his grappling is. But for the flyweights, that's a banger of a fight.
Quickly, we're almost out of time. In 20 seconds, bet predictions for the fight card.
Okay, cool. Let me quickly go. Obviously, the guys I'm going to be betting on is Swanepoel. He's fighting. Then I'm going to go with Steph. I'm going to go with Nicholas. I'm going to go with Walker. And then I'm going to go with...
Dana, she's quite good as well.
Wait, the Swanepoel is on here twice. No, that's the younger brother. They just didn't update his photo. And then the older brother, Swanepoel.
So you're going to bet on...
Toomey is fighting.
So prelim Swanepoel. That's the one we're betting on.
Yeah, prelim Swanepoel. The main card Swanepoel I'm not going to bet on. And then in that main event, I'm going to go for Zulu.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
There we go, people.
That's awesome.
Make some money. Not financial advice.
Yeah, not financial advice, and please don't put your life savings into it. So,
unless you're an idiot.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Make sure to go check out the video format on YouTube and then the audio formats wherever you listen to your podcasts. Enjoy.
Cheers, Mensa.